Well, baby, I'm on it with a bottle of wine and an old dirt road, and you're ready to go if you want to. Hey, thanks everybody for joining us today. Live Music Nation podcast, Holiday Festival edition. Today we are with Lindsey. She is with Holiday in the Park there in Texas. Lindsey, thanks for joining us.
Very much for having us.
Lindsey, give us a little background on you. Where'd you grow up? Talk a little bit about your family and your career.
All right. So I am from very, 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 very small town, Texas. About 150 people in the town that I grew up in, all the way from kinder all the way through 7th grade. So a big farming community. I actually was raised on a dairy farm. So I always joke with my coworkers here in the Dallas area that my first vehicle that I drove was a tractor. So
Yeah, right.
So, but I've been doing events probably here for about 13 years now. Before I started working in the colony, I actually worked out at South Fork Ranch, where they filmed the TV show Dallas. So that was a lot of fun. Got to meet Larry Hagman, a lot of those fun stars out there. And he was probably the nicest celebrity I have ever met in my entire life. But yeah, I moved here to the Dallas-Fort Worth area back in 2004. Kind of got away from the small town and went to the bigger city.
Okay.
But I've got 2 kids. I do love the colony. It has that small town feel, kind of tucked away in the big city. But yeah, that's a little bit about me.
Okay. All right. Very good. So let's jump into Holiday in the Park. Start with the dates. I mean, that's going to be the biggest thing for people who are traveling in.
Oh, yes, for sure. So it is on Saturday, December 2nd. The festival itself starts at 5 o'clock and goes till 8 o'clock. Tucked away in the middle, we've got our holiday parade of lights that starts there at 5:45 at one of our local elementary schools. And it passes by the festival area right at about 6:15, 6:30-ish, kind of depending on how many parade entries are in the parade.
Yeah. All right. Very good. So when people get there, 3 questions that always help us the best. What does it look like? What does it smell like, meaning food? And what does it sound like, meaning activities, music, etc.? What's that going to be like?
Yes, definitely. So it is part of the reason why we do it later in the evening is because we want to make sure everything is all lit up with the beauty that is Christmas lights. Our festival is just across there from our local central fire station, and we have what is called the Colony Christmas Spectacular. It's a light show that is choreographed to music, so this is kind of the kickoff to that light show as well too. So lots and lots of lights. We've got a holiday kind of lighted path that people can walk through. We'll have performances on our stage, so we'll have local like our drill teams from the high school. We'll have a local daycare that performs every year on the stage. So lots and lots of Christmas music, of course, because you can't have a holiday festival without Christmas music.
Right.
And of course, you'll have all of those very familiar smells. So your caramel apples, your funnel cakes, all of the wonderful festivals foods. This is Texas, so we do barbecue for everything. So of course there will be barbecue there. We actually have a local business vendor that's going to be out there. It's called the Baked Bear. So you'll have to actually kind of build your own ice cream sandwich. We know it's cold, but somehow everybody really loves ice cream, even when it's cold outside. So, lots of those types of things as well too.
That's funny. We were, there's I don't know what it is, an iced tea franchise that has come out of Texas and now spreading up north. And we're all just asking ourselves, how are they going to sell iced tea in the winter? But apparently the model works. So if you're doing ice cream, if you're doing the ice cream in the winter, then they can do iced tea. What is your role in this and why?
So I'm actually the recreation manager. Like I said, I've been here for 13 years. I've actually only been in this particular position for about a year. And prior to that, I was the special events supervisor who was fully in charge of all of the events hosted for the city. So I'm still help managing the special events team. So, just kind of helping support that staff and making sure they have everything they need and, be there and, helping out with Santa Claus, because that's very important.
No, absolutely, absolutely. It's a big endeavor. It's a lot of work.
Oh, yes.
What keeps you going? What drives you to keep doing this?
You know, the number one reason why I got into events is because it really is truly so rewarding seeing the joy on those families' faces, being able for them to be able to enjoy what you've created, and them just seeing and having so much fun. It does, like you said, it takes a lot of effort and a lot of work to put on a festival, put on an event, and knowing that everybody is having so much fun and enjoying it, and it becomes a family tradition. We get probably about 4,000 people that come out for this festival. And definitely a lot of the locals, but we get a lot of people from the surrounding communities as well too. And it just becomes that staple. They know the first Saturday in December is going to be the Holiday in the Park event. You're going to get to see a beautiful, I did Christmas parade. And like I said too, it has that small town feel where our parade has the high school band. The kids even buy their own lights to light up their own instruments. They spend their own money to make sure that this is special for the kids of our community. Local businesses, they fully deck out their vehicles, their parade floats. We're the city by the lake, so we'll get a ton of boats going through on their trailers as well too. But everybody just, the spirit of Christmas is there, and that's what makes it so wonderful and so important.
Yeah, very good, very good. Okay, now, anything new you're adding this year, or things that you're looking forward to in the future?
Oh, yes. We have added a couple of new features. I don't know if you've ever seen where like you go somewhere where you like paint your own, you have like an instructor that's there and they help you paint your picture. We're actually going to have that. It's called Coco and Create. So you can come into our tent and the families can create their own holiday artwork with an instructor there to kind of guide them through the process. We're also going to add what is called a kids holiday shop. So what it is we'll have a large tent and the parents can give their kids their money and a list of their family members and friends that they want to shop for. We've got our elves that are going to be there helping those kids through, buy those gifts for their family, because kids love to shop, like absolutely love to shop. And it gives them so much joy knowing that they picked it out and that family member has no idea what they got for them. It may be something so simple as a keychain or a cup, but they're so excited. We even wrap the gift and label it for them, and then they leave the tent area with the gifts for them to put underneath the tree. So that's going to be so exciting for the kids to be able to be able to go shopping and have that surprise for their family on Christmas Day.
Perfect. All right, now a couple fun questions, because I am in live music and live entertainment. Always ask these next two questions. I just like to travel and meet new people, but I also like to get their opinions on this because it's kind of cool. We get a variety of answers and I compile those answers. So, Lindsey, best concert you've ever seen your entire life?
Okay. I love Red Dirt Country. I'm a Texas girl through and through. So I absolutely love Corey Morrow. He is definitely one of my absolute favorite Texas country artists. So I have seen him so many times in concert. I actually used to work at a Texas country kind of restaurant, and we had an outdoor venue space there, and I was just so excited to be able to get to meet him and all that kind of stuff. So I love Corey Morrow. He's one of my favorites.
Perfect. Okay, Dead or Alive, you get to see one act you've never seen before. Who would you see?
Let's see here. I would have to say so I, for as much as I absolutely love Texas country, I also have a sweetheart for kind of like that alternative rock as well too, or alternative music. And I absolutely love Meghan Trainor, so I would definitely Trainor over.
All right, very good, very good. Well, thank you so much for being on with us today, Lindsey, and folks will check you out for sure.
Thank you very much for having us. Thank you.
You're welcome. Well, baby, I'm on it with a bottle of wine and an old dirt road, and you're ready to go if you want to.